and welcome to another episode of the Manitowoc Garage. Today we're going to show you the steps to configure your rated capacity indicator, rated capacity limiter on your MLC300. Now, let's begin our configuration process for the RCI, RCL, rated capacity indicator, rated capacity limiter on an MLC300. When you first turn on the power to the electronics, you'll be greeted by a confirmation screen. This screen will allow you to immediately reconfigure the crane setup if it is incorrect. We have two choices on this screen, to either accept the configuration, signified by the green checkmark, or by scrolling with our jog dial or pressing the arrow face buttons on the screen, deny the configuration with the red X. For our example today, we will accept the configuration so that we can navigate through the screen menus to choose the reconfiguration option ourselves. Note, all information entered into this RCI RCL unit was purely done for demonstration purposes. This demonstration is being performed on a testing model that is capable of safely accepting multiple configuration options. Always ensure that you are entering correct information into the RCI RCL unit as reflected by how your MLC300 is currently set up and configured. Always refer to your rated capacity limiter, rated capacity indicator, operations manual, folio F2269 prior to performing configuration. So, let's press the OK button to continue. Now, from our working screen, we want to navigate to our menu to change our configuration. Press the menu key on the jog dial or face keypad. With the menu open, the first icon in the top left array is the configuration menu icon. Press OK or press in on the jog dial to enter the screen. This will bring us to our main configuration selection menu. The next screens we will see lead us through the configuration process on our MLC300 step by step. The first choice we need to make is what setup or boom and jib configuration we are currently equipped with. Standard boom, wide boom, clamshell or duty cycle, boom with fixed jib, boom with luffing jib, and then wrapping back around, setup mode with live mast and self-erect cylinder, or finally fixed mast only in preparation for the variable position counterweight or VPC max assembly. For this demonstration, we will select standard boom by pressing the OK button. Now we are given the option to select our VPC configuration. The MLC300 with movable counterweight can be set up for either VPC standard or VPC max operation. We will select VPC standard. Now, we have the option of 3 different series of counterweight. The first and lowest option is 298,100 pounds or Series 1. The second option is 386,200 pounds, Series 2. And lastly, 474,400 pounds, Series 3. We will configure this machine to have the heaviest counterweight in Series 3. Boom length is our next option. Scroll to select whichever boom length is currently assembled and properly connected to your MLC300. We will select 255.9 feet of standard boom. The display will now prompt you to select a degree of list or tilt when setting up an MLC300 on a barge. The MLC300 allows for a configurable list of 0 to 3 degrees. We will not use a barge configuration for this example, so we will select it to be disabled. Our next selection is enabling or disabling our lower boom point sheave as a route for our wire rope from one of our drums. If you have your machine set up to utilize the lower boom point, you must select the top enable option, as we will do as well. Next, we will enter any deducts necessary, given any additional options your MLC300 was equipped with. If unsure of deduction amounts, always reference the appropriate load chart for your machine's configuration as found in the Operator's Cap. In this demonstration, As shown on screen, our load chart is 9336A, as determined by our previously selected options. As you scroll, the deduct will decrease, as this is deducted from our maximum capacity for lifting using this lower boom point. We will use 0 deduct in this example. We will now select our drum configuration. The leftmost option being single drum, and the second option is tandem drum, or 2 load lines over the same load point. We will select single drum for simplicity. Here we can pick which drum is hoisting the cable over the lower boom point as we selected. Our current configuration allows us to select drum 1 or drum 3. We will select drum 1. Next we will enter our line pull. Always reference the wire rope chart for your MLC300 or manufacturer's wire rope specification for the wire rope equipped on your selected drum. We will select 36,700 pounds. But you may scroll to reach the necessary line pull amount. Now, select the number of parts of line that are currently reeved using drum 1's wire rope. For simplicity, we will only select 2 parts of line. At this point, we have completed configuration for our lower boom point. We can now review and confirm or deny this setup. At this point, double check to ensure that the chart listed on the screen is the same chart number as the one printed and included with your MLC300 being operated. If it is correct, select the green check, as we will do. Now we can select to configure the upper boom point as well. If you have another line reeved over the upper boom point, continue the configuration. We will disable this point to complete the configuration process. Now we are returned to the working screen. Verify once again that the configuration shown is correct given the setup of your MLC300. The MLC300 is now ready for sensor calibration and then proper operation. Thank you for watching this episode of the Manitowoc Garage.